Oh yes, this is the type of information I want to be hearing from Studio Wildcard straight after a brand new launch. And I know so many of you guys watching this video are going to be really happy to hear this news because, to be honest, I feel like the Ossidon, which I think is a very cool new creature, seriously has been in need of a buff. And we have had some information from Studio Wildcard, which we're going to be going through today, and this is big news. If you guys do enjoy today's video, as always, drop a like and subscribe. And if you want to come and join us on the LoadedCrysis cluster, if you haven't already, with our amazing community that are currently hunting down Ossidons, and obviously on the build up to Lost Colony next month, click the link to our Discord down below. The servers are completely free. Come and join our family, and let's have some fun. Right, so as you can see on the screen, Nakata's put, what do you think of the Ossidon so far? Heard it's quite weak. Hopefully Wildcard will buff them. Now, there's multiple different problems with the Ossidon right now. It's the fact that it dies very quickly during a taming process. Its stats is actually, like, very weak. You know, it's been called the Titan Killer, as we've been told from Studio Wildcard. And it couldn't be further from it. And by the way, I completely understand why this has happened. I know Wildcard were really readying up this creature, and they probably went into it with a little bit of fear that they were going to release something too overpowered to the community and too big. And also, all while thinking they have to make sure this doesn't affect server performance, because this is going to be a giant new creature. And with implementing this new feature of it being able to get bigger the higher level it goes, it keeps the creature a little bit smaller in the wild, so it doesn't take up server performance, if that makes sense. So as a low level Ossidon, it's a bit smaller as it's traveling around, causing less memory on the server, and you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the tamed ones are the bigger ones, right? Because you're leveling them up. And you will see some bigger ones, right? But you know, the most important thing is about its stats going up. And Dolly has responded. So, as you can see, Dolly responded saying, we shall, 22 minutes ago, and Nakata's responded saying it make it strong, metal monkey. And this is such massive news to get from Studio Wildcard, because to be honest, I think this creature has so much potential, and I've seen a lot of jokes saying Wildcard released this Ossidon to the community early because they were struggling and they needed some extra beta testers. And to be honest, even if that is the case, you know, that's fine, as long as they, I know people have to pay for it, but as long as they perfect it and make it great, and they've now said they're going to buff it, this is fantastic news for the community, and it makes me feel a lot more excited, because to be honest, I think this has been one of the most exciting creatures for a long time, ending up being slightly disappointing because it's not got that fear factor to it that we were expecting. It looks scary, but then no one's really that scared of it because it just dies. So yeah, there we go. There's your confirmation, guys, on the screen that the Ossidon will officially be getting buffed. We don't know when the buff is coming. It most likely, I'm hoping it will be coming within the next couple of weeks. Well, no, I didn't mean to say that. I'm saying I'm hoping it's going to come within the next week or so. But there's obviously a chance that they might be leaving it until Lost Colony launches. But let's really hope it's going to be like a really soon update. Because really, all they have to do, right, is I guess they have to kind of rework maybe the taming a bit. I don't know. But mainly just like its health and stats and stuff, and make it more of a beast. Syntac responded saying, I understand them not allowing breeding pre-Lost Colony, but you would think that with such an ordeal of a taming method, it would actually slam. And Nakata said, yeah, it should hit like a effing truck at least, taking note from my S Ossidon. So, yes, for you guys that are in the LoadedCrysis cluster or have the S mod installed on your single player or something like that, be prepared for Nakatas's S Ossidon coming some point in the near future, which is really exciting. But this is all really positive news, and this has made me happy going into, well, obviously we still got a couple of days, but going into the weekend, because I'm hoping Studio Wildcard will have a bit of a word on, you know, the Ossidon itself, and actually talking about, going into detail and being like, basically, we heard your feedback, and actually show us what they're planning on doing and what they're changing, because this creature seriously could be something special for the game. I think, you guys may not agree with me, I think they've actually released something awesome here to the community, and it has that potential to be this massive destroying monkey that can slam to the ground, but it just needs those tweaks. Alright, so let's read through some community feedback, as it's pretty important to see that. So, Antonio goes on to say, yeah, a bit weak. I've noticed how easily they lose fights in the wild. I'm planning to wait for Lost Colony to tame them myself, but seeing that taming method might be smarter to get my practice in early. Not bad. I would definitely get the practice in early for sure. Arat Prime has said, yeah, I wouldn't mind a buff. The other thing is that I severely dislike these kinds of taming methods. When the experience is mostly luck-based and more annoyingly than fun, I just end up not bothering with these creatures. I guess that's not a bad point. Do you know what it is? I think the creature needs to be... I don't think there's anything wrong with having an annoying taming method. No one wants an annoying tame method, but I just think that... if the creature's worth it, people will go through the pain of taming it. The fact of right now it's riding off being new, it needs to have a little bit more of an appeal to it, if you guys know what I mean. Ryan Kelly goes on, I love it's amazing, not an easy tame but well worth it. It's funny people complain because it's something like the Pyro is so powerful and easy to tame, so they make something that's not as powerful, is difficult to tame, and they complain still. There's still lots of adults acting like children. So there is a point of that in this situation, in the fact of, you know, us ARK players, we do complain. You know, I've complained in videos before about things, and it's understandable, but I do think there's a limit, right? I do agree that the Pyro was just crazy, right? And I do think it not being as powerful is understandable, but with another creature. It's the reason why I think people aren't happy with it in this situation is because they have been told that this is a Titan killer. This is a Titan killer that is literally, you're going to be able to take in and fight Titans. This thing is not being any Titans. I'm telling you, it's not. Someone, Smaug below, said, even when talking the fact that it cannot breed for now, it's still far away from a Titan killer like we got teased. Yeah, no interest until they can be bred. Hopefully they will have a bit of polish by then. Also, what's up with the tame method 2? Did they run out of ideas and just use all of them, or what? Trank, then ride and fight, but also harvest stuff. Yeah, I think the taming method is the worst part about them. If that was a bit more forgiving, then I think they'd be a really good tame. They are stronger than Rex's, to be honest. Yeah, do you know what? I actually think everyone's being really, really, really useful in these comments and like giving positive responses, and I think that's absolutely fine. They said the time limit to tame them needs reworked. Perhaps it should be scaled, but it should scale based on the level with a minimum of 60 seconds. So level 60 and below is a 60-second timer. Level 150 equals 150 seconds. My server uses difficulty 7, and you can't tame a level 210 in 2 minutes with good effectiveness. Okay, interesting. Yeah, let me know what you think about that, guys. So there's some really cool things. I mean, everyone says, yeah, I mean, they look cool, but absolutely useless. So that is pretty much what the community's feedback is right now, and I'm glad that Dolly has responded to this, because look at this in the response, because they need to be trained. They need to be given the love they truly deserve, because I believe that with some love, this creature can generally be good. I've enjoyed using it. I really have. And, like, in the sense of on my single player messing about. Not for if I'm on a server trying to actually do a boss, or if I'm playing on PvP. It needs the love. So, guys, watch out for that coming very soon. I really, really, really want to read all of your comments down below as we get this fantastic news. And what do you think? What do you think needs to be changed about this? I'll be reading all of your comments. As we've been fairly busy over the last couple of days, just a reminder that this weekend on Friday is a lock-in for the second TLC creature winner, November 21st, and we don't know right now what's winning. The last we were told, the Therizino is in second, and to be honest, I don't even know how we are doing in the voting. Have we had some more donations in the sense of just like the whole community. So we have had some more. We're at 107. So we've gone up another 1,000 since I last talked about it. So, you know, things can still change within that 1,000. You never know. Like, so it's going to be potentially between the Thero, Giga, and Quetzal, in my eyes. That's going to be locked in on Friday. So for anyone that's still wondering, this is still going on, and I will be doing some more reminder videos as we get closer to the time. It's just been a little bit quiet because of Ossidon and everything like that. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. I am going off now to check out some responses from the community, especially when this video goes live too. And I'll see you guys in the cluster. See you guys then.